What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Friday, November 25th, 2022. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, fixed air moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. Truly appreciate you all. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I did. It was a good time. Sterling's birthday, family, just busy day, and I'm tired. It's been a long one, so it's gonna be a quick daily, but that moon's gonna finish up in Sagittarius today. It is gonna square Jupiter about midday, right before it makes that ingress into Capricorn, where it is at detriment position. So there's definitely an amplification of emotions. We're definitely trying to expand life. We're trying to see more. We're trying to find happiness. All these, aspects to expand, and we can be feeling them very intensely today. We're at a place where we can feel like there's a lot of good luck that's like, boom, about to pop in our life. And then there's another aspect where it can just feel like everything's happening in a certain way around us, where we're like, oh my gosh, it can feel like chaos in some ways, depending on, certain situations in life. But definitely is whatever's taking place is trying to kind of pop the bubble emotionally to get us to take the action necessary to go out on whatever quest we need in life, to really look at things from a bigger perspective and to take in all the emotion. And then as that moon comes into Capricorn, it's about not suppressing the emotion. It's almost like we can get this big burst of emotion and then want to control it or confine it. Let's not restrict things. Let's feel things and then put in the effort necessary to get on the quest or to be where we need to go or whatever it is. Today's definitely a day to take emotional responsibility for our lives, for everything that we're feeling, and to own up to that. And I think the more that we're able to do such, just owning up and taking accountability in our life for whatever we're at, feeling everything, so that we can feel and express and kind of see the bigger picture and see the doors in life that are all around us. We're doing a great job and we're doing the work, and it can feel very positive. We can definitely feel like maybe it's a big day or two where we're like getting a big hint of where we do want to dedicate further. There's a lot that we're reaching for right now. It's healthy to reach. Don't restrict your reach either. Go big. It's definitely like go big time. We want to consolidate things in a certain manner so that we can go big for the big thing that we want, for something special that we don't want to repress. So hopefully we finish off this day not feeling too repressed with the moon in Capricorn and coming off a big square to Jupiter. But we're also seeing Venus make a square over to Juno at 13 degrees of Pisces. And we're also seeing that Venus and Mercury come off the quincunx to Uranus in Taurus. I think the Venus square Juno aspect is definitely showing us where we can really commit to energy that wants to give back to us in an unconditional manner. We're getting a really good look at like where there's unconditional love in our life and where there's not, and where we're getting a good positive feedback and where we're not. And instead of repressing what's true, we definitely want to go towards what's nurturing and growing and making us feel substantial in our life when we come to that reflection in another human being or whatever relationship we're forming or whatever it is we're creating. Things are kind of showing up at really interesting, things are just, they've kind of shown up, or they're showing up now, and they're trying to accelerate us. And definitely like being open to the acceleration and being open to the unknown as well, because it's almost like in the unknown and being on this quest and being in such an expanded state that you're going to find what you're looking for, and you're going to find what has the most value, and you're going to hold on to that value because you know your worth and you know that you're getting a reflection of worth. I think that that's crucial too, as well. But yeah, just feel things today, especially with other people, with where things are going. What's your quest look like? What's your journey look like? Don't suppress things, because you have to feel and be intuitively connected right now to whatever the pull is, because that's ultimately where you want to dedicate to. And with Mars at 20 degrees now retrograde in Gemini, it's getting close to, of course, dealing with oppositions with Mercury and Venus and the Sun that's coming up here in this Sagittarius season. So it's interesting. There's so much intuitive aspects here and inner knowing, and then Mars is retrograde in a very not so intuitive. Not that Gemini isn't intuitive, but it is more linear. It is more, what's the fact of the matter? Where's the data accumulated? We're getting an identity check on what data we want to keep around. It's almost like we're cutting data that doesn't matter so that we can expand and get to the truth of the data that does matter in our lives and the relationships that match that too. So it's very interesting. I just think we had a couple like really good days in the astrology here, and Friday can bring a little bit of a kick in the butt, but I feel like it's also heavily motivated to take accountability for what you value in your life and to really pick the quest. There's a bunch of quests on a table right now. It's like, which one do you really want to take? And do you have the strength and the courage? And do you know your value and your worth enough to take that, that quest that you want to put your time and energy and emotional effort into? We got the Knight of Cups. Yeah, I think that intuition is some of the strongest pulls right now, and we can definitely follow that with a valor and a strength, and knowing that, hey, what I'm feeling is important right now. It's part of the story, whatever that means. Feeling your emotions is going to give you the strength to keep going and show you how to keep pushing. The Chariot reversed. I think that the last thing we want to do right now is be scared of change or be scared of where that intuition is pulling us, especially if it's pulling us somewhere different. It's like different's good right now, and that's the quincunxes to Uranus. Like, different's good, but it feels weird. It feels awkward. It feels like, is this divinely guided? Is this really my intuition, or am I tricking myself? You definitely want to, I think, trust yourself right now, but also be willing to move forward and go somewhere. There's a lot of, I feel like getting the Knight of Cups upright and then getting the Chariot reversed is definitely like we're back and forth between this need to push forward and dedicate to something that we really do desire and what do we want to expand on right now, but also, a little bit of hesitancy, which is, I would say, the astrology points out, especially with a Mars retrograde, still square Neptune. But also 1 degree, a degree and a half away from it's trine to Saturn. So, it is like when we suck it up and we dedicate and we put the effort in to going and moving forward that we do see the benefit. And it's definitely about, what does make sense. Because it's almost like we're trying to figure out things that don't make sense when our intuition already knows. And it's like, just do it. Just do it. And the Ace of Cups upright. So, that's dope. It's a lot of emotion today, kind of what I called in the astrology, but the tarot's backing that up. And, this emotion is powerful, it's potent, and it's going to open you up to a new story. And you don't want to repress that. You don't want to, have some guilt about what you're feeling. Everything that you're feeling right now is important, and it's up to you to take accountability for that and act accordingly in your life. And I think if you can do that, you'll do just fine today. I love and appreciate you all very much. I will see you all tomorrow for the weekend forecast. Much love. Peace.